Zinedine Zidane is eager for reinforcement in the summer transfer market, and the Real Madrid manager is looking to raid a particular English Premier League club. Arsenal have yet another issue to deal with. This time they're going to be without the presence of one of their best players of the season for quite a while. Where will Jesse Lingard be next season? How are AC Milan planning to bolster their squad? All this and more in today's edition of Goalside News, so sit tight, subscribe, hit the bell icon and get your daily dose of the best news stories about the game. AC Milan already planning for next season. AC Milan are nearly guaranteed Champions League football next season, and Stefano Pioli will be given sufficient backing to add more strength and depth to the squad. The Rossoneri weren't expected to be this high up in the league standings, but they've done so well for themselves. However, the Italian giants can't afford any complacency and are now eager to continue building for the future. According to respectable journalist Gianluca Di Marzio, Milan are showing concrete interest in Atalanta attacker Josip Ilicic. According to reports, the relationship between manager Gian Piero Gasperini and the player is strained, and the latter wants to leave. Moreover, the player's agent is already speaking with the Milan hierarchy. At the age of 33, Ilicic does not represent a long-term solution, but could add depth to the squad. With 55 goals and 37 assists for La Dea in 141 games, the Slovenian wants to represent one of the more elite clubs in Italian football before he retires, and now is as good a time as any. Everton plot mega move. Everton are doing very well under Carlo Ancelotti. The Italian tactician has transformed the Merseysiders into a club that could even break into the top 4. And in order to continue punching above their weight, the Toffees are set for yet another spending spree this summer. First order of the day would be to bring in a world-class defender. Yerry Mina has done well for himself at Goodison Park, but the Colombian might not be the solution. Instead, the Toffees are eyeing a move for Senegal international Kalidou Koulibaly, currently under contract at Napoli. Ancelotti knows all about the towering centre-back, having managed him during his stint at Stadio San Paolo. In fact, the former Champions League man once called him the world's best defender. Koulibaly is the best centre-back in the world, and he has more room for improvement, Ancelotti said. He is worth £130 million. But we're pretty sure that Everton are unlikely to pay anywhere near the 100 mark for Koulibaly. At the age of 29, and with just a few years left on his current deal, the Senegalese man might be available for a cut-price deal, even though Aurelio De Laurentiis would want a lot for him. And Everton know deep down that they will never have a better chance to sign a truly elite-level central defender, someone who would have Virgil van Dijk sweating about his status as the best defender in Merseyside, let alone the whole of European football. Koulibaly, on the other hand, knows that he's running out of time, and if he wants to play in a bigger league, he might consider a move to England if the right offer arrives. Everton might even sweeten the deal by offering Mina plus cash. Lord knows that Napoli could do with the new defender. Arsenal plotting Hakimi bid. According to AS, Arsenal are eager to take advantage of Inter Milan's misery by making a move for their star fullback Achraf Hakimi. The Moroccan international has continued performing brilliantly for the Serie A leaders, but could be on the move once again. Inter Milan still owe Madrid a part of the player's transfer fees, but due to their financial issues have defaulted on the payment. This means that the Nerazzurri might be forced into selling the player. The Gunners are eager to find a new fullback this summer in the event that Hector Bellerin leaves the club. The Spain international has been linked with a move to Barcelona, and Inter would be happy to receive about €50 million for the 22-year-old who has a bright future ahead of him for sure. But at the same time, Mikel Arteta's worries have compounded following a nasty injury to star fullback Kieran Tierney. The Scotland international had been in a rich vein of form in the last few months, but sadly buckled his knee during the previous 3-0 defeat. There is no fixed date of his return, but the former Celtic man is likely to miss a few weeks of action at least. We can only hope that Tierney returns to full fitness quickly. Knowing that they might not be able to make a permanent move for Martin Ødegaard, the Gunners are keeping their options open. According to Sky Sport Italia, they have established contact with AC Milan midfielder Hakan Çalhanoğlu. The Gunners are eager to ensure that they have another playmaker lined up for next season as Martin Ødegaard approaches the end of a loan spell from Real Madrid. Jesse Lingard to stay at West Ham? There was a time when Jesse Lingard was expected to become a huge star for Manchester United. The attacking midfielder had a great start to life at Old Trafford, but some tragic events in his personal life impacted his performances on and off the pitch. Things had eventually reached a stage when he was no longer considered an important part of the matchday squad, let alone the starting 11. And with a player like Bruno Fernandes ahead of you, how can you ever get a serious look in? Enter West Ham United and David Moyes. The Scottish tactician had worked with the Englishman briefly and decided to bring him over on loan and help add more depth to a team that's defying expectations and challenging for a top 4 place. With 6 goals in 8 games, Lingard has been on fire for the Hammers, which means that the 28-year-old could make a permanent move. Even though they don't have the option to sign him, West Ham would be eager to get their hands on a player whose transfer value has improved significantly in the last few weeks, and Gary Neville believes that West Ham will do whatever it takes to sign the United player. Lingard starred in West Ham's 3-2 win at Wolves on Monday night, dribbling 60 yards to score their opening goal and playing a crucial part in their second. He does an incredible amount of running, Gary Neville told Monday Night Football. It's what he does. He's good out of possession and good in possession. He's a really good player. He's going to have a great career. Manchester United have sent him out to West Ham to boost his career, maybe with the thought of boosting his price tag, but they might be thinking, actually, we might want him back. He could be a real help to us. However, it's unlikely to see Lingard performing similarly for United, where he might be forced to play in a secondary role. It's harsh, but it is what it is. So yes, Lingard is likely to favour a permanent departure from Old Trafford, and truth be told, it would be worth it. Salah to Madrid rumours never go away. It's so true, isn't it? And the more Liverpool play like a team fighting relegation, the more it pushes the Egyptian closer to the exit door. Salah is a born champion, and whether you call him a mercenary or a glory hound, the fact of the matter is that the mercurial forward wants to win as much silverware as he can before he retires. And if Champions League football and further success isn't on offer at Liverpool, he's going to consider leaving Anfield. Out of all the clubs on the planet, a move to Real Madrid makes a lot of sense. Los Blancos need a mercurial presence in the squad and have the perfect platform for Salah to shine on. And the recent Champions League outing against Madrid might have given Salah a sneak peek of what could be on offer at the Santiago Bernabeu. Liverpool were left with an uphill task to salvage their hopes of European glory after suffering their worst half of Champions League football in 16 years at the hands of Real Madrid. In a game that was highlighted by Trent Alexander-Arnold's horrendous error, the Reds conceded 3 goals and now have a mountain to climb. Not since 2005's Champions League final against Milan have Liverpool conceded twice before the break in a single game in the competition, while more than 7 years have passed since they failed to record an attempt on goal in a first half. Salah scored a consolation goal, and the manner in which his teammates approached the game was not something the Egyptian would want to get used to. His goal may or may not turn the tide, but it was a great reminder to Zidane of what his team could have next season. Ahead of the game against the English champions, Zidane was asked about his team's interest in Salah. The Reds forward is now being tipped to complete a switch to the Bernabeu in the summer, but Zidane refused to be drawn on a potential move for the 28-year-old at a pre-match press conference. Asked if he would like to coach Salah, the Madrid boss told reporters, "He isn't my player. I have 25 players here. At the moment, I'm a Real Madrid coach and I enjoy every day of the moment." However, Zidane's statement doesn't give any indication that he won't make a move for Salah, who's also refused to rule out leaving Anfield for a new challenge in La Liga. Madrid thought that Eden Hazard would be their answer, but the Belgian international has had a torrid time with injuries and he might never get back to his usual best. Karim Benzema has been scoring goals for fun, while Vinicius Jr. is coming into his own. Asensio, on the other hand, is becoming more and more of a game changer. If they're able to sign Salah, the reigning Spanish champs are definitely going to have an attacking trio that would strike fear into the hearts of their opponents and usher the club into a new era of prosperity. So that's all we had for today. Let us know your thoughts in the comments section and don't forget to subscribe.